Hi. Good evening, all. Hope I'm audible to you. Adit, if you could please confirm it on chat. Right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good evening, all. This is Shivansh Vishwakarma, advocate registered with the Bar Council of India, associate at Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas, and 2023 graduate of NLIU Bhopal. Uh, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to interacting with you all today. But just before we start on the questions and answer session, I've been asked to address you all on certain points. First of which is about my CLAT preparation. So, my CLAT preparation, my law school journey, the career options after law, and my current job at Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas. I'll keep my address to a minimum so that maximum time can be devoted to answering the questions that you guys might have. Let me start with how I prepare for CLAT. My preparations for CLAT started right after my class 12th board examinations. That is around May 2017. In my hometown, Chhatarpur, which is a district of Madhya Pradesh only. I subscribed to online material of one of the coachings in Bhopal and prepared for CLAT till December 2017 in online mode with the help of two of my very close local teachers who also happen to be my uncles. I shifted my base to Bhopal in January 2018 and started preparing rigorously for CLAT 2018. I have had my I have had many below 100 scores also. Uh, during that time, CLAT had CLAT had maximum marks of 200, and to not be able to score even half of it was pretty much a sign that I won't get any NLU through CLAT examination. But slowly and steadily, I work. I make sure that my marks, they grow slowly and they increase slowly and steadily. And ultimately, if I remember correctly, my CLAT score was 124.75 out of 200, which secured me an AIR of 296, which was just enough to land me a seat in NLIU Bhopal. Shortly thereafter, I landed up in NLIU Bhopal for my law course. This was the start of a journey of 5 years, which, if I look back now, was indeed a very fruitful journey. I learnt a lot in my law school thanks to the ever supportive and helpful faculties and seniors that were always there no matter what happened. Right from moot courts, okay, okay, sorry, I'll try to speak up. Right from moot courts, sporting events, organizing college events, and examinations, be it college elections, I have cherished every moment of my college life. These are the days that you know one can never forget. Being also the president of the Student Bar Association of NLIU in my last year of college, I was at the forefront of a lot of college activities. One of which was also going to a foreign country to represent NLIU in the fulfillment of memorandum of understanding between NLIU and the University of Rajshahi. So you could see I had definitely a fruitful journey during my 5 years of law school. Talking about career options, there are truly various opportunities after you become a law graduate. You can opt for being an associate in the corporate space, and then in the corporate space itself, you can choose your niche, be it pharmaceuticals, be it mergers and acquisition, be it be it private equity, etc. and etc. Apart from corporate, there's always litigation open for all the law graduates. One can also prepare for judiciary of various states as well. Being an in-house counsel, either an in-house counsel is also an option, and this in-house counsel option is available in various private as well as government organizations, and this also includes international organizations. One of my alumni is in Tesla, who works in Tesla, and surely is doing well. Also, You can also prepare for civil services as well, be it UPSC, be it any state judicial or civil services. That option is always open for you. And I have also some of my seniors who have cracked UPSC and various other state civil services. Some of my seniors have also gone to IIMs to do an MBA. So you see, your options after law are not at all limited, and you do have an array of career options to choose from. Talking about my experience of being at camp, I'm currently in my second rotation with the firm, and my overall experience has been great with the firm. Can do follow Camp does follow a rotation policy wherein you are expected to be in three different teams for the first 18 months, that is 6 months each in a different team, so that you may know ki which particular field you should go ahead in your career. So this has particularly helped me to basically see what other options apart from my preferred practice area are available, and which practice area other than which I want to do right now can be my alternate career options if I if I anyway if I in future decide to shift from my career from my preferred practice area to another practice area. So my senior colleagues are also really very supportive, and they're always there just in case I need any advice, be it work related or life related. So I think that is it from my side. I think we can now move on to the questions which you might have. I'm going to the comment box. Yeah, just a minute. Hello, hi. Could you speak? Okay, louder. I'm so sorry. But yeah. So Mannat has asked me this question. I'm trying to speak up. Please let me know if I'm not up to the mark. My voice is not up to the mark. Just a minute, guys. I'm trying to go to the comments. Yes. Okay. Right. Mannat. Satya Deepak, hope I'm audible. Am I? Mannat has asked me this question. Is Jammu University good choice for LLB? Uh, Mannat, have you done your undergraduate course already? And then now you're looking for an option to do LLB, a 3-year LLB course? I'm assuming ki yes, you have done your undergraduate course and now you're looking for a 3-year LLB course in Jammu University. Jammu University, I would say, is definitely good, but it also depends on what you want to do. If you want to do judicial services, then definitely, uh, you then definitely that is a good option. But if you want to enter corporate space, then apart from being enrolled in a 3-year LLB course, you need also to have internships to basically pitch it to the firms that you have this much experience, and because of which you are you are able, and then you can also help them in their what all work they require you to do. So a lot depends on what you want to be. If you want to be a corporate lawyer, then you have to have internships under your belt. If you want to become a litigation lawyer, then it doesn't really matter if you uh, if you do a LLB from Jammu University or any NLU for that matter. But basically, only as of now, only NLS is offering 3-year LLB course, and I'm not aware if any other NLUs, if any other NLU is also offering the 3-year LLB course. But yeah, if you are from an NLU, National University, then definitely there is this advantage of the huge alumni base that any NLU have, any of the top NLUs have. And apart from it, there are also some traditional law schools in India which have a good alumni base. So if you want to do LLB, I would anyway suggest to do it from a law school which has a good alumni base, so that it only helps you. Seniors only help you. irrespective of what is your career choices, of what your career choices. Yeah. Okay. So I think Surya B. Kumal. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name. How to get into corporate law? See, as I said, if you want to be a corporate lawyer, then you have to have internships under your belt. Internships in tier two, tier three law firms, or even in tier one law firms. And for that, you need to have a good CV. Good CV entails a lot of things. For example, moot courts. Apart from moot courts, debating, which participation in various debate competitions, mediation competitions, negotiation competitions, and apart from it, if you also write blogs and articles, and you publish your research in in any of the popular or renowned law journals, if not law journals, then law reviews, then it might definitely help for you. Then it might definitely help, and you will be able to get into the corporate space. Uh, yeah, this is it, Surya B. Kumal. Okay, Sakshi Pradhan, how to become a legal advisor? Legal advisor, if I'm supposing you're asking me this question, keeping in mind the in-house counsel scenario, because legal advisor basically, you may find them in-house counsels. You may find them in the position of in-house counsels. Legal advisor is a very broad term, and it is not only limited to in-house counsels for sure. Even we as corporate lawyer, we advise clients, and at times we are also playing the role of a legal advisor. We are there to satisfy their queries which they might have in relation to any legal proposition that they want to resolve. So becoming a legal advisor, basically, if you're looking for in-house counsel, then again, internships and in-house counsel might definitely help. Apart from it, internships at any tier 1 or tier 2 law firm will also help you becoming a legal advisor. Legal advisor as such is not it's not a designation that actually use. We actually use designations like in-house counsels, associates, advocate, because any advocate, any associate, or any in-house counsel is definitely capable of giving you legal advice, for sure. What's the difference between Ian has asked, what's the difference between a lawyer and an advocate? Also, guys, if I am, if you have any further queries in relation to the queries that I just resolved, or any follow-up questions, you're most welcome. Please feel free to drop it in the comment box. Ian has asked me this question: what is the difference between a lawyer and an advocate? So, a lawyer is someone who has completed his studies of law, which basically means if I have a 5-year law course, then if I have completed my 5-year law course and I have a degree with myself to prove that I have completed my 5-year law course, or for that matter a 3-year LLB course, then I'm a lawyer. Yeah. And an advocate is something which an advocate has to be enrolled with one of the bar councils of be it Delhi, be it Maharashtra, be it Madhya Pradesh, be it Odisha. So this is the difference, and these days, for you to have a certificate of practice, you also need to crack an All India Bar examination, which is conducted by Bar Council of India on an annual basis. Yeah. Okay, Badnath has asked me this. Currently, I'm in 12th. Hope I have satisfied your query, Ian. Currently, I'm in 12th, so I'll be doing BLLB integrated. Okay, so I'm a bit confused about the universities. Okay, so Mannat, I would suggest you to definitely give an attempt at CLAT and at IELT as well, AILET, and all other law entrance examination, so that you also may have an idea of the competition that is around you. And if you get admission at any national law universities, that would definitely help you in building your career, and in building you a solid career with solid foundation. And apart from it, a lot depends on what you want to do. So if you want to do judiciary, then a tag of NLU might also help, but a lot will depend on how you prepare. Not every NLU student is a is a judge, and not every judge is a national university graduate. So a lot depends on what you do, what you want to do, how you want to do, and how much effort do you want to put in. Yes. Okay. Jitendra Vasisht has this question. I'm 30 years old now and want to go for law. Please suggest, is this the right choice? Jitendra, this is a question which I do not think I might be able to answer, but I'll still try, because I had certain batchmates of mine who were beyond 23, or I would say 24 years of age, who had come to do law after they had done an undergraduate course. And so I would not suggest ki is there I would not say ki it is a bad option to go for law even after you are 30, but I would but yeah, it totally depends on you ultimately. If you want to do law, then you're most welcome. The law profession is very much open for people of all ages. So I think if you wish to be in the law profession, then you should definitely give a try at it. And even I think also NLUs also accept people who are above who are around 30 years of age. So I do not think that would be an issue for you. You can definitely give a crack at CLAT and AILET. Apart from it, I think you should definitely try law if you want to, and if you have a plan key after doing law, I want to do this, or if you just want to explore, then also I would suggest you should try. But ultimately, it depends on you what you want to do. And okay, HNV Blogging Junction has this question: should we go just for CLAT, or we should also target other law entrance examination? Definitely, you should try other law entrance examination, because ultimately, not all candidates giving CLAT are getting admission in the national universities. They do keep an option open for other universities as well, which they can only enter if they apply for other law entrance examinations. So MSCT is one, ALET is one, Symbiosis Entrance Test is one, CLAT is one. Apart from it, there are also various other examinations, which I'm sure iQuanta would be able to help you to know what are all the law school entrance examinations and how you could crack one. So yeah, apart from CLAT, you should also try and target other law entrance examinations. But what happened with me, I'll give you my personal experience. I applied for only CLAT and AILET, though if I look it now, it was a risky choice, because had I not cracked CLAT or IELTS, then I would have no choice but to, uh, no choice but to take a second drop. But fortunately, I cracked CLAT, and IELTS also. I think I missed NLU Delhi by 2 or 3 marks. So yeah, I would say I was fortunate enough to have cracked CLAT. Apart from it, yes, please, if you're confident enough, confident enough कि you would be able to crack CLAT or IELTS for that matter, then you should, then your confidence, I think, should justify your performance as well. Apart from it, if you want to target other law entrance examinations, the options are always open. Which are the best and profitable field after doing law? Okay, profitable field. Say profitable field as in profitable, I would say कि law field in itself is very profitable, but it depends if you stick around enough or not. Because I have seen people who are into the corporate world, into the corporate space, but they have left it within a month, because they were not able to cope up with the expectations that the corporate world had. And I have also seen people who are in the litigation space. They are arguing daily before the courts, or for that matter tribunals, but they are still finding it difficult to make their ends meet. Actually, law as a profession is all about staying around. If you stick around for long enough, surely your time will come. You'll be able to make a good career out of law, but you have to stick around. This would be my mantra for you all. You have to stick around if you want to persist in law. So if you want to have a good career in law, you have to stick around, which I also think is true for any other field as well. So straight away, if you want to, you know, be profitable, you want to enter into a profitable field after doing law, you should definitely try corporate, because they would definitely pay you well, uh, uh, than any other career options after doing law. After, obviously, judiciary and in-house counsels, it depends. Okay, if you want to do judiciary, then also you might give a go at it, and but it might take time for you to actually crack judiciary. But if you crack it in the first attempt, nothing is better than that. And then you can always have, you know, if you are a judge, then also that speaks a lot of your abilities, and obviously that would be a safe career option for you. Apart from it, some in-house councils, or I would say in-house councils of certain private organization or certain government organization are also a really good opportunities after you do law. So basically, I would still say, okay, it depends what you want to do. If you want to be an in-house counsel, then definitely there are certain private organizations and government organizations that offer you a sort of a greater work-life balance than any other field. So definitely there are options available various in various career options. There are options available in various fields of law, and if I am to suggest, then doing corporate after law would definitely help you in being, in being able to make money out of the law profession in the initial years of your career. Yes, that would be my answer to your query. Sakshi Pradhan is BSc LLB. Oh, Sufyan Siddiqui. Sorry if I have not. Uh, you're free to ask me any further question if you might have, and this applies equally to all the above candidates. Sakshi Pradhan. So BSc LLB is best, or BLLB, or BLLB, or BBLLB, or etc. So BSc LLB, BLLB, BBLLB, these are all parts of these are all various courses that various NLUs or various law colleges offer, and ultimately, if you want to practice law, what matters is LLB and not BSc or BBA. But if you want to practice law, then you should have a law degree, and that is it, and nothing more is required. BSc In BSc, you will have to study certain science subject, and at BA you have to study art subject, and at BBA you have to study some management related subject or business related subjects. So that depends on you, see which field you are most comfortable in, be it science, be it arts, or be it business administration. It depends totally on you. But if you want to practice law, then you have to have an LLB degree, and if you have an LLB degree, then I do not think BSc, BA, BBA matters, unless you want to go very specific in field, unless you want to go very specific in your career. For example, cyber law is a developing field right now. NLIU also offers BSc LLB in cyber law, which is again a very good course, and it will give you opportunities in the cyber field, be it cyber forensics, or be it cyber security, cyber information, etc. In BA, obviously, if you have art subject, and then you are doing and then you are coupling it with law, then you will definitely be able to sit comfortably in UPSC examinations. By sitting comfortably, I mean you would be able to you would basically have a hang of certain subjects which are also the requirements of UPSC. For example, economics, sociology, history, for that matter. BBLLB, again, if you want to have a career in law and management, then BBLLB would be really helpful. Apart from it, there is also one course. I'm not sure if it is offered by NLU Aurangabad or NLU Nagpur, but that specific course is for judicial aspirants. So if you want to pursue your career in judiciary, then you should definitely opt for that. You know, for that option, for that course. Apart from it, there is also National Forensic Science University in Gandhinagar. I'm so sorry if I'm if I'm not able to get the name of the university correctly. But there is also this University of Forensic Science, which also offer an integrated course of law and forensic science, which is again very sector specific. But if you want to have a career in it, go ahead. So there is no such thing as best, better, or good. It all depends on what you want to do. Is coaching important for clearing CLAT? Khushi, it depends completely on you. If you're able to, have good mock scores, if you're able to have a good preparation by yourself, then you might not need coaching. But I would suggest you, because uh, I've also prepared for CLAT for 1 year before getting into an NLU. I would suggest you to definitely opt for a coaching, as it would help you to study in a structured manner. You would be able to give regular mocks, which are very important for cracking any competitive examination. You would also be able to interact with your colleagues who will be there, who might be scoring more than you, who also might be scoring lower than you, to understand what they're going through, and to also understand these situations might also come in front of you and how you should tackle it. So I would suggest coaching is important, but if you can, you know, if you have the confidence of cracking CLAT on your own, then I'll then I'll suggest you to please go ahead. But if you want to do it in a structured manner, then obviously coaching is a lot more helpful. Yes. So, sir, can I prepare for CLAT by self studies? Yes, I have people around me who have cleared CLAT by self study. But again, you have to be that brilliant to be able to crack CLAT by self study. And if you're confident enough, then you should definitely try. Sir, can you please elaborate which? Okay, just a minute. Can you please elaborate which law field are very well paying: corporate, criminal, family, etc.? Okay. So in the initial years, corporate will pay you well for sure. Corporate will pay you good for sure. But slowly and steadily, if you look, corporate has also a limit, uh, which is corporate has basically, if you are getting your timely promotions, if you are getting yourself timely increments, then corporate is just fine. You do not need to go from corporate to another field. But again, there are certain limits to corporate world as well. Uh, but that is true for all other fields as well. For be it criminal, family, civil, or any other field that you might come across. Criminal lawyers are also paid well. Family lawyers are also paid well. Civil lawyers are also in fact paid well. It all depends on the type of practice that you have. If you have an ever encompassing, you know, practice, for example, if you're covering each and every civil matter, each and every criminal matter, or each and every family matter, and you are good at it, then definitely, you know, you'll be paid well. This is basically lawyering, I would say, is a service profession, wherein you are in where you are servicing your client. So if you are able to provide the best services to your client, I do not see any reason why you cannot charge more than any of your contemporaries. So initially, corporate might pay you well, but ultimately, uh, it depends on your work, how much you are able to, land the case in favor of your client, and then basically what sort of clientele you have. If you have good clientele, then definitely you would be able to make good in any of the fields of law, be it corporate, criminal, family, civil, or any other field. Jitin Vasisht has another question. So, what type of difficulty anyone will face during LLB and after completion also, please suggest how to tackle those situations. Jitendra, I would like you to be, can you please be specific? What sort of difficulties do you mean? I would just guess and then I'll try to answer this question. What type of difficulty anyone will face during LLB and after completion also? See, if you are doing an LLB from a good law college, then definitely this would solve a lot more questions for you. You will have less difficulties in your career. But if you are not, you know, not doing it from a good LLB, then you will have difficulties during the LLB course as well as after the LLB course. Because what happens, if you are doing LLB from say a local university, then your exposure would be limited. You won't be able to have good opportunities which contemporaries of which contemporaries in other which your contemporaries in other universities might be getting. So that is one of the disadvantages if you are not in a good law school. Uh, if you are not in a good law school, then you would definitely not be able to have that exposure which your other contemporaries might have. And after completion also, it depends. If you're in a good law school, which means the alumni base is strong, then connections in this field always help. So if you have completed your graduation and you have done it from a good law school, then you might have your alumni in various good positions, respectable positions, and in various fields of law, and that might also help you because believe me, uh, that feeling of fraternity is very strong in legal field. So if you are from a good law school, then even seniors might help you in in uh, in giving. Then seniors might help you in actually giving you certain opportunities, be it internships, be it assessment internships. Uh, so yeah, it again depends on having a good law school. So which subject is heard for CLAT? Ram Bhavan Mishra, I'm so sorry, I do not think I'm getting you. If you could please elaborate on the same. And in the meanwhile, if I have not been able to satisfy any of your queries, then you're free to then you are free to ask me any other question that you might have, or any other follow-up question that you might have. So thanks a lot, Sakshi. Welcome. So I guess this is pretty much it. Uh, I'll request Aditya to circulate my number amongst you all. If you have any other queries, then you might ask me whenever you like. So Aditya is the one who actually convened this session for me, and I'm really thankful to Aditya and Iconta for giving me this opportunity to actually present my journey before you all. And I have one more question from Khushi. Sir, which subjects are preferred for preparing CLAT? Okay, I think this is also what Ram Bhavan Mishra was asking. So basically, when I did CLAT, it was in 2018, and back then we had five subjects. We had legal reasoning, we had logical reasoning, we had mathematics, we had general and current affairs, and then we had English. I do believe ki still these are there, and what have changed it is the format of the questions. Now a lot more is based on RC, which is reading comprehension. So you have to read and read a lot to understand what is being asked of you in the question, and what is the correct option that you have to pick amongst the four options that you are being given. So I would suggest you to actually be okay. No, okay. I would suggest you to actually for English subject. I read this book Renan Martin for basically polishing my vocabulary, well, not vocabulary, grammatical skills, and then Norman Lewis for my vocabulary. For general and current affairs, I used to be reading. I used to read newspapers, and apart from it, I also had this advantage of a crisp summary of what is happening around, provided through the coaching. I am sure Iconta also provides you that. Apart from it, in logical reasoning, I preferred this R.S. Agarwal book apart from my coaching material, and R.S. Agarwal for quantitative and logical reasoning, for both quantitative as well as logical reasoning. Quantitative as in the math section. So I think that would also help you. And logic is done. For legal reasoning, yes. For logical reason, I had to depend. For legal reasoning, I had to depend majorly on the coaching material that was being provided to us, and I'm sure Iconta would be providing you the same. So yeah, a mix of competitive examination books and the coaching material would suffice, and you would be able to crack CLAT or any other law school entrance examination basis on this preparation material, I guess. But most importantly, what I would suggest is you to write down whatever you are preparing, whatever you are reading, because these notes might help you a lot when you are coming back to revise basically all the topics that you have learned 6 or 8 months back. Because see, I'm sure the CLAT 2024 examination is scheduled, or 2025 examination is scheduled to be held this December, and I'm sure if you're reading something now, you might forget it well before the examination. So you need to have good notes for yourself, so that you are able to revise what all you have studied during your actual study days, that is from June to October, or say September, where you are actually trying to study new topics and basically laying a foundation for revision in the months closer to CLAT examination. So Rammohan, Mishra and Khushi, I think you guys had the same question, and I tried to answer this as well. Sakshi Pradhan, so Lucent GK book is beneficial or not for CLAT? See, Lucent book is for basically developing a general knowledge. So I would suggest, yes, if you want to develop your general knowledge based, if you want to develop your general knowledge, then Lucent is definitely a good option, because I think Lucent is also preferred by some civil services aspirant as well. And yeah, it is a good book, but Lucent, but make sure that you're not reading, you're not investing your entire time in building your general knowledge, because basically what was my experience of GK was that GK is general knowledge is such a wide subject. It covers almost anything under the sun, because of which it is so huge that you won't be able to cover each and everything. So yes, Lucent is a good book, but then I would suggest you to not devote your time completely to Lucent or to general knowledge section. Lucent is a good book, and apart from it, I'm sure coaching material would also suffice in you know in developing your general knowledge for the CLAT examination or for any other law school entrance examination. Sakshi, hope I have answered your question. Also, my suggestion would be ki don't overburden yourself with the material, with the preparation material, because ultimately you also have to revise these materials though you would have notes, but there is always a tendency to go back to the initial material and read. But but I do not think you would be able to have that time by the end. By the time CLAT is, by the time you are, you're up for revision, because then you have to revise all the five sections, all the five subjects basically. So I would suggest you to not, overburden yourself with so much of with so much of material for preparation. Yeah. Okay. Do we have any other questions? I'm trying to see if we have any other questions, or else we can just end this today. Okay. So thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Iconta, for having me here. Thank you, Aditya, for coordinating this so well. And I hope I have tried to satisfy your queries. And all the best for your CLAT preparation, for your IELTS preparation, or for your any law school entrance examination preparation. Make sure you are, you're putting in you're putting in hard work into it, because obviously there is no substitute to hard work. The more you study, the more beneficial it would be for you. If not now, then for sure after some point of time. So nothing ever studied goes waste. Please. So yeah, please keep this in mind. And yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot. I'll try to end this session now. Thank you.